So as our title suggested, today we'll be talking all about vaginal dryness. So vaginal dryness during intercourse. Hey guys, welcome back to Nicky at Your Cervix. It's your girl Nikki here, and if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit my subscribe button, turn my post notification bell on so you can get an update every time I have a new release. And follow me on Instagram at Nikki_at_your_cervix for lots more interesting content. So vaginal dryness can affect any woman. However, after menopause, it is very common, affecting over half of postmenopausal women ages between 51 and 60. So, let's talk about vaginal moisture. So natural lubrication produced by glands at the neck of the womb, or what we call the cervix, keeps the vagina subtle and moist. So the moisture moves down slowly down through the vagina and keeping it clean and removing dead cells. So this vaginal moisture, what we call the vaginal discharge, is slightly acidic and it helps to keep the vaginal area healthy, preventing infection such as thrush, and it's perfectly normal for a majority of women to notice a slight white vaginal discharge. So during sexual excitement, the Bartholin glands that are down there, which is just two glands at the entrance of the vagina, produces extra moisture to aid sexual intercourse. However, many women experience vaginal dryness problem during intercourse, and some may even experience pain. And a key thing to note that many women experience vaginal dryness during intercourse because they are not sexually aroused. This is often caused by insufficient foreplay or just a psychological reason such as stress. So other reasons for vaginal dryness could be linked to hygiene products such as feminine sprays and harsh soap, swimming pool and hot tub chemicals, and even some washing powders or detergent that we use. So certain drug treatments just such as drug for allergies and co-medication and even some antidepressants can also dry out our mucous membrane, including our vaginal tissues. And it's important to note that vaginal dryness can be a common problem for premenopausal women with low estrogen, such as breastfeeding mothers, those who have had a hysterectomy, and those who even received chemotherapy. So premenopausal women who have their ovaries removed during the hysterectomy are likely to experience some menopausal symptoms, including the vaginal dryness as a result of the loss of their hormones. And these changes are more dramatic in women whose ovaries are being removed, as this causes menopause to occur more abruptly or quickly. However, women requiring hysterectomy whose ovaries remain intact will experience less, basically some drop in the hormone level as a result. So the ones who have retained their ovaries experience less drop in their hormone. And the hormonal changes that the women experience during chemotherapy also tend to be dramatic and abrupt, leading to more intense symptoms. So chemotherapy can damage the ovaries, and so they no longer produce enough estrogen, and this lowers the amount of vaginal lubrication produced. And decreased amount of estrogen also leads to thinner, less elastic, and more fragile vaginal lining. So what about after menopause? Well, the average age of menopause is around 51, and after the menopause, women find that their body changes and the ovaries start producing the female hormone estrogen, and the levels begin to decrease. And one early sign of reduced estrogen is the reduced lubrication during sexual activities. So without the production of estrogen, the skin and the support tissues of the lips or the vulva and the vagina becomes thinner and less elastic, and the vagina can become drier. So let's talk about the symptoms that women feel after menopause. So they can experience some loss of lubrication and pain during sex, pain during other times. It can make them uncomfortable to sit or stand or exercise, urinate, and even work, because the vaginal dryness affects their everyday lives, whether they're sexually active or not. Many women can also have cervical smears or pap smears that tend to be more difficult and painful. They can have changes in the vagina and the vulva, the appearance of it, and it's common for the lips of the vagina to look thinner after menopause due to the decrease in a hormone as well. You can also have changes in your vaginal discharge. So many women find that their vaginal discharge becomes more watery, discolored, and slightly smelly, and they may experience some irritation and burning feeling. These symptoms can be worrying, but they're simply due to the hormonal changes that they're having and may not be as a result of other illnesses. But if you notice these drastic changes and you think it may be something else, check it out. When in doubt, check it out. So all in all, for both premenopausal or menopausal women, it comes with an emotional impact. So vaginal dryness can affect many women and makes us feel different. So change in your body can be very difficult to accept, and the pain and the discomfort caused by the condition can lead to a loss of self-confidence as well as sexual confidence. So a lot of women, the symptoms can lead to confusion, similar to what they think they're having a STDs or STIs, and they wrongly assume that they have it, and they go and get over-the-counter medication to go and treat it, when in fact they just have vaginal dryness due to decrease in hormone. So when in doubt, check it out. And this is also a very quote-unquote embarrassing problem, because many people tend to keep it to themselves, and they don't want to put a strain on their relationship. They don't want to put a strain on their partner, especially women, if they're unable to tell their partner they're not interested in sexual activity, or it gets more painful than before. They will not communicate this. They don't want to strain the relationship. So it's basically a silent problem, and despite the high number of women experiencing these problems related to vaginal dryness, it is a silent problem, and many people just feel embarrassed to talk to their partners, their friends, or their doctors about it. So only a small amount of people seek help for this, and I'm just encouraging you today, if you are experiencing any symptoms of vaginal dryness, you should get it checked out with your doctor. So there are a number of simple ways we can use to lubricate the dry vagina. So we can try lubricants. So this is similar to natural vaginal lubrication. So it should be applied to the area around the lips, what we call the vulva, and the vagina just before sexual intercourse is taking place. We can also have vaginal moisturizers. So these are used 2 to 3 times a week and last for up to 3 days. And therefore you do not need to apply them directly before the intercourse itself. And what to do next? Well, your doctor can provide local estrogen for you. They can provide other things like vaginal pastries or vaginal gels or cream that can help you with that. You should avoid perfumes or soap. Use creams to treat your skin irritation, and use lubricants or moisturizers that can come in very handy and very useful for particular women who are not suited for estrogen replacement. And just take some more time during sexual intercourse to discuss with your partner, discuss what you're going through. So in summary, vaginal dryness can be a painful condition that can impact your quality of life and your relationship, and it affects a lot of women. And there are a number of effective treatments that can treat it easily and effectively. And even though it can be an embarrassing condition that you may not want to discuss, it's best to just address it and discuss it with your healthcare professionals or your doctors and your partner as well. How about you? Do you experience any symptoms of vaginal dryness? What do you use to treat this? How did you overcome this? Drop it in the comment section as well. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nicky At Your Cervix for lots more interesting content. Until next time, see you soon. Bye!